This is my audience. Did you know 1 out of every 4 car accidents is caused by texting and driving? My purpose today is to inform you about the arguments associated with the nationwide ban on texting and driving. As someone who has seen countless accidents caused by distracted driving as an EMT, I've had quite some interest on this issue and have conducted a plethora of research on it. I can say with confidence that most people have texted and drove before. Some of you here may support a complete ban on texting while driving. There's also a chance that some of you may not. After our discussion today, you'll have more information to help you choose which side of this debate that you fall on. I will start our conversation by discussing some arguments for a ban on texting while driving, and then I will cover points against the ban. With our conversation set up, let's begin with support to a ban on texting while driving. There are 2 main reasons why people support a nationwide ban to texting while driving. The first reason is the belief that bans significantly decrease vehicle accidents. Researchers at University of Alabama, Birmingham determined in 2013 that compared to states with secondary bans, states with primary bans saw a 3% reduction in traffic fatalities among accidents associated with texting and driving. In other words, primary bans have shown to be superior to secondary bans, which only allow police to charge texting while driving as an ancillary offense. The second argument for a ban is that for the first time ever, the ability to enforce a ban is actually possible by the technology available to law enforcement. According to NPR's 2017 article, Textilizer, they claim that new technology for police could be as easy as plugging a cord from a police device into the texter's phone, which could then determine if that person was texting while driving before they were pulled over. This technology could lead to an easy determination of those who were actually texting while driving and those that were not. With our arguments for a ban in place, let's go over 2 arguments for no ban at all. There are 2 main reasons why people oppose a nationwide texting while driving ban. The first reason is the belief that a ban on texting while driving would expand probable cause for police. Harold Dutton, a Democratic member from the House of Representatives of Texas, who has been one of the longest serving members of the House and has a law degree from the Thurgood Marshall School of Law, used the argument to challenge whether increasing the means at which police could determine texting while driving could also increase the probable cause someone in law enforcement could use to pull someone over. What Representative Dutton is challenging is that if we grant the ability of law enforcement to pull people over for what they determine is texting and driving, that's granting them a higher scope of probable cause, which in turn could cause police to pull over minorities at an increased rate for something the police officer really couldn't prove that the offender did. Representative Dutton believes that increasing the scope of probable cause will lead to a higher number of minorities being pulled over and possibly arrested due to that. The second reason is the belief that police will struggle with determining whether someone is actually texting while driving. Using the Source Insurance Institute for Highway Safety 2017 and Representative Dutton's opinion from a USA Today article in 2017, you can see how many states have determined it's okay for drivers to use their phones for calls and navigation. For states that have these provisions, it infinitely increases the difficulty police have in distinguishing between texting and driving and just regular cell phone use. This calls on a completely different argument for a full ban on cell phone use and driving and not just the narrowing down of just texting while driving. In conclusion, the argument over texting while driving is multifaceted. Let's review what we've learned today. First, we learned the arguments for making a texting while driving ban, which dealt with a significant decrease in fatalities of texting while driving accidents in states that have enacted bans, and that technology is reaching a point where determining if someone was texting and driving could be as easy as plugging a device into the phone of the accused. After that, we learned about the 2 main reasons why people oppose a nationwide texting while driving ban, which included if police can actually determine if someone was texting and driving at all instead of just using their phone, and it will increase the probable cause for which a police officer has to pull you over, which can then disproportionately increase minorities being pulled over, in turn increasing minority arrest. As I said before, I can say with confidence that most people have texted and drove before. Some of you here may support a complete ban on texting and driving. There's also a chance that some of you may not. After today, you have gained more clarity on the issue of texting and driving. Thank you. Here's my audience.